Hello. Hi alias, welcome to the stream. How are you today? It's Tuesday in it. Now, where is my game? Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good day. It's trial time. For a second I thought it would crash. Hey. Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself? Morning bells. Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya? I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. Hi darling, welcome to the stream. Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall? No. She's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. And then, how come she's not here in the defendant lobby? If you're looking for Iris, she's in prosecutor's lobby. Etsy boy! What's Iris doing over there? He's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for prosecution. What? Prosecution is squeezing her for confession, so I heard. I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be prosecuted today. Ah, it's Korota. Who else would it be but Korota? Franziska engaged in some important work at the Sacred Coven. Oh, she's trying to unlock the thing, yeah. Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. Ohio alias! Ohio, welcome to the stream. The head nurse's assistant naturally. I'm okay. I was at speech therapy again today. Had first day with new speech therapist. More breathing exercises. Yay! Estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Did he do more than give you a list of things to do? We were walking around the room being That was basically what we did. And now I have to do it at home. God damn it. Yeah, but I have to like feel where the sound resonates in my body and stuff. You don't have to learn from me. You know, you could just go to YouTube. I'm pretty sure YouTube has better teachers than me. The Kitaka needs to know this case of today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. Why doesn't it sound like you have faith from your previous sentence? You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here I decided that today would be end of all this. Almost immediately after I made the decision, I felt myself getting stronger. You want to believe, but you don't believe. Interesting. Maybe you passed your code on to someone else, literally. And with that, I leave rest in your capable hands, partner. Thanks. I still don't have answers for most of the riddles played in this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise, no, Misty Faye, impossible flight, I know that one. About that woman. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Hey. Ow. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hasakura Temple. Your Honor. What are you? Who? Me? Well, my little brother came to visit in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale. Not to mention sad that he couldn't be here. It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. I'm sure you aren't. And we of the court have been charged with solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Gorod. I understood exactly what you said, at least up until the end anyway. Now then, Gorod, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. So then you mean, forget it, what do you mean? During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hasakura Temple has a confession to make. Confession? The defendant? Gorod is weird, I don't like him anymore. It is... Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, I always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hasakura Temple. Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Fright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. What's your name and profession, Cap? My name is Yuki and I am a postal delivery person, part-time streamer. There you go. Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Sakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it. Nyani! Order in the court, order. Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes, that's correct. 3 minutes in the court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. Huh. Everyone on the planet is accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's the murder. Isn't that right? Right? This is the confession they were conferring about. Pains me to say, but it looks like Iris' testimony was a lie. Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Yeah. That's a lie, because I'm not there, so I cannot steal your coffee. If I were there, that would be a different story. I've been at Hasakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hasakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Kurain tradition. One of our missions is to protect the main family. I'm sorry, but main family? Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. This doesn't look good. The daughter of Master of Kuranchain technique Mystic Maya Feng. Huh? Though Maya is not the master yet. Well, she is now, I suppose, but she wasn't at the time of the murder. Because Misty was still alive, and she was the master. They got and smelled the coffee, right? She's naming Maya. Did she? I didn't read that much. I should just go to sleep. Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer. I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her. That's ridiculous. Maya could never... Defense will refrain from commenting on to the appropriate time. Now witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened? Oh well. I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Alice moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense, you can't blame her for it. There's one big hole in this. Why would she try to kill her daughter? Her only surviving daughter. Makes no sense. So it was in self-defense. Yeah. Mystic Alice was the one who attacked first. Also, she's trying to help the main family, but they both main family. You know? That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya. You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya won't be suspected. Is that right? Not bad. You got instinct of true criminal. That years never went to a temple that night. And who was that woman? Okay, it's cool. The status. Your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to any temple. Objection! Did she not? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. That's not how Code of Law works! By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go? I was in the temple's blah 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 blah. Private conversation between two of you does not constitute testimony. That would be properly described as hearsay. Hello Beaver, welcome to the stream. How are you today? It's Tuesday in it. What do you have to say, witness? I just couldn't tell him the truth of that at that time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she? She's a bit young for that. Or not. She was legal age. I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit the murder. Feeling Friday? I'm feeling jealous. How can you feel Friday on Tuesday? God damn it. There. We all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue. Beaver, you've been oversleeping a lot lately. Maybe buy a second alarm clock? You're saying that victim attacked Maya, I mean it's fake. Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mr. Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse. What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting? I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Fright. I was frightened, I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak, I was in such a shock. It's cold outside, I'm happy I wake up before it's 12. You sound like me on weekends, yet you do it every day. And you work too, and I work. This ain't fair. I wanna sleep, 12. There's no life. I know life is not fair. What happened with that? She moved into the level with a strike. Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a weapon. Wait a minute. What was this weapon? It was some kind of dagger. Dagger, huh? And Elise tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye. Yes, exactly. Keyword, please don't start using the scale. Well, I'm breathing, so I would say pretty alive. Yes, exactly. You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swing of Worcestershire. You look like I did after mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire. No, you did. Sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Do you have problem with testimony we're hearing from your client, player boy? Do I have problem with? There is one thing. Corona. I have a small problem with the witness testimony. You do? But this witness is your own client. Yes, well, nevertheless. That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to your testimony. Yes, sir. Yeah, just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Okay, now, let's continue. All this time I was wondering what it was, because it tasted different. But aren't you glad that now we know? Now we know. Also, I wanna do confidence. Because I feel like doing confidence stuff. Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of the events. Huh? Miss Elise throwing her stuff away makes no sense at all to me. But all you can do with the stuff is hit someone. Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's stuff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. If Elise really had wanted to kill my Fane, she wouldn't have needed to use separate dagger. But when she already had beautiful blade in her hands already. What do you have to say? That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that stuff. Even so, how should I put this? A long sword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. Maybe that's why she chose dagger over her blade. Anyway, the type of weapon she chose isn't what's important. What's important is that she tried to kill my Faye. As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony. But there is. That's a good point. Very well, Joanna. Friends will now present evidence to back its argument. Mr. Fright. I have another piece of evidence that shows this testimony can't be trusted. Must be this. Is it? Wow! But if it's the thing that I was thinking about it, then do I have to show this? Oh my god! But the thing proves that she is... Ei vittu. Elise would never have attacked my Faye. How can you be so sure? Because the victim's surname is not Elise. Her real name was... Misty Faye. Faye? Ah, no. Not Mystic Misty Faye. Who is this Misty Faye? Is she related to... Misty Faye is master of Kurenson technique. She is also the mother of Maya Faye. Are you serious? Is it really true, Mr. Fright? Was Elise actually great Misty? There's no doubt about it. I can hardly believe it. The idea she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Okay. Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented, one, that victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight, and two, that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter, despite the facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe. Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing. Yes, what is this one little impossible thing? Huh, you still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under-roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. Could you get to your point? I heard this witness confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. You're going to ruin your health, my friend. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty. Is that the dagger the witness testified seeing? Obviously, Your Honor. but do you not notice something else? As you mentioned, there seems to be blood. When did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene? Huh? Pine tree? This dagger was stuck in the backside of pine tree. And the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between two women. Yep, that's blood. I can taste the iron. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree. Which means the blood on this dagger belongs to the victim, correct? Huh. Are you even listening, old man? I first had this confession this morning. It's different cup of coffee now. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. Yeah, exactly. I didn't have enough time to get blood analyzed on such a short notice. In any case, court will accept dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I ordered that blood test be performed on it immediately. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. Now then, the testimony we just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found Fairy Dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible. We don't know if it's her blood. Cute girls never lie. Ever. I guess it just depends, like, what is cute in your opinion then? In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court. About what, Jana? About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women. Yes, Jana. Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mysticaly's next attack and stole her weapon. General Mysticalis was the one on the defensive, hit her back to the stone lantern. That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mysticalis. Mysticalis managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. That was very heartbreaking story. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore. That seems reasonable. One way that could be true is that Maya was channeling the Iris. No, not Iris, the Dahlia. Then that could be true, I suppose. But why would Dahlia do that? To get back at Mia, maybe? Yeah, but you have to remember, Iris is Dahlia's twin. And if she's covering for Dahlia's crime, then she would like just say that it was Maya. Iris, where were you standing when you witnessed all this? What do you mean? It's just guesswork. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Well, if either of them had noticed you... No, that's not true. Because the birdseed Grumps, who was throwing seeds at us, was super okay when Mia was in the waitress dress. So they can see the change. I think. Maybe. I don't know how it works. They might not have continued the battle. I wonder if that's true. The two of them, they were standing near the garden stone lantern. I was watching the whole thing from behind. It was dark when two of them were... I think that's why they didn't see me. It was dark in the garden when the murder took place. What happened to the victim's death then? I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I couldn't see. I think it knocked away somewhere as fight escalated. That makes sense. That would explain the need for dagger. I don't know. But everybody in this fucking world is an idiot, so anything's possible. Mystical is raised to dagger the strength, but Mystic Maya dodged it at the last second. The dagger struck the lantern and fell to the ground. Coupling. And then at some point Mystic Maya picked it up. What did the victim do when the weapon was stolen? You're saying that Maya fate turned tables on the victim? Yes. But Mystic Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger. As they say, Conrad Fox is more dangerous than a jackal. I believe the correct description of Conrad Fox is scared and petrified. Your animal analogies have grown tiresome. You're the one who started it! Anyway. So after Maya fate backed the victim into the stone lantern, what happened next? That can't be true though. Cause then the stone would be bloody. 9? Oh, can it? I don't know. You're absolutely certain that what was up. Yes, I almost 7. Almost. The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who. What did she just say? So in other words, it could have been someone else entirely. Objection! We know that my FA was at the inner temple that night. And the woman that was killed was Elise. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who? Yes, Jan. Two of them faced each other for a moment. The mystic Maya rushed straight into Mystic Elise. Then Mystic Elise toppled over and fell to the ground. So she was stabbed in the stomach, huh? Yes. Where did that attack go? I have no idea. It was dark and I couldn't see. According to the detective who found the dagger, it was stuck in the pine tree in the garden. Most likely it was flung towards the tree after the struggle. Most likely explanation. I saw everything at the same time, nothing. Exactly, this is that testimony in a nutshell. After being stabbed in the stomach, did the victim collapse right away? Now that I think of it, she seemed to stare at Mystic Maya for a while. And Mystic Maya stood there not moving an inch. It felt for a moment like time had just stopped. But then suddenly, as if the spell had worn off, Mystic Elise fell over. That's one thing completely impossible. Maya stabbing someone. Oh boy. What do we have? What do we know? This was near the bridge. Caused loss of blood from stab in the back. That's contradictory. No, it's not confirmed. Is the Maya in the statue not an evidence? Okay. Okay. Something about just isn't right. About you just isn't right to the eyes. Huh? Until now, I didn't think you were a type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions. What do you mean? What's wrong about my testimony? According to you, my face stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct? Yes, that's right. But in that case, the victim would have stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from stab wound in her back. This proves the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Just Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Fright? It's simple. People are like books. We all got front and back. You get my drift? Is that all you have to say? I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. No, they don't. No. Throwing away a useless stuff, the people fight in being mother and daughter. Now was the claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There certainly are some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, what about it? Well, it's just... If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing. You're more of a liar. I see. What do you mean? There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. But to pick out each one requires total concentration and use all of all the senses. Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said? Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself. The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguity when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is a light. By the way, did you know? Asakura has the rule that on nights when an acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit. I wonder what that stone lantern was there for. Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly? Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern. Impossible? It hadn't been used in a long time and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in the garden that night. There could have been faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all. Most enlightening. Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. If the stuff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Isn't that right? No. Order. Here, Jana. Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face? What's from, Yana? Was that flame too hot? This lantern, there's something written on it. Why it's written in blood? Oh boy. That judge didn't know about that yet. Written? In blood? It says Maya upside down. What the? Oh yes, that's right. After being cornered and then stopped by Mystic Maya, Mystic Alice didn't fall down right away. He must have been fighting on that stone lantern behind her. With the blood that was draining out of her body. It certainly looks that way. Hang on just a minute. What are you talking about? What do you mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about the message written in blood. Nonsense. This lantern, it's clean as whistle. Could it be? It's the red. It covers the red thing. Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. So that's what he meant by that. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. Now we know that the crime scene was dark, and the victims wrote this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Corot, anything further? Mr. Corot? Okay then, let's move on. Corot is literally shaking, and somehow I don't think it's from caffeine overdose. Don't... Pive. Don't ask too many questions in this game. Nothing makes sense. That Miss Alice was killed by my way. That's just fun. Now it's time to turn our attention to you. Yes, sir. After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. Oh yes. After Mystic Alice died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of Korean tradition. So I removed the body from in a temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hasakura Temple and I used the Shichicho to alter the way the found looked. So you moved the body? Yes. I was raised at Hasakura Temple. A great deal of thanks to Wave Clan. But even so, I never imagined that Miss Elise was actually Misty Faye. I commit terrible sin. A terrible trick of fate. Twist of fate, Yonana. Intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body. But you were spotted by Hetman, correct? Yes. And that's why I couldn't go back. Your story makes sense, I suppose. Let's go, cross-examining. So you waited until everything was over before making a move. No, it's not like that. You saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid. I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching Lawyer arc back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to please listen. You're not really doing your job now, are you? Isn't it your job as judge to meditate the argument? It wasn't what the Mystic Maya saw me. That it finally dawned on her what she had done. How did you know that she was master of Kurain? Did Maya ever tell you that? So then you knew. You knew the significance of name Maya Fey. Yes, of course I did. That's odd. I mean, since the beginning didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position. Anyway, she was a very special person indeed. Why did you do that? Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene. You moved her body all yourself. Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow. The snow, huh? It's pretty amazing you make it all the way across that rickety old bridge. It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age. It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even simple gold. There's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into Eagle River? It would have been much easier than taking it all the way to the Sacred Temple. I thought it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible. Makes perfect sense to me. For the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge? The snowmobile? Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel to Sacred Temple to the bridge. This is the part that was in question the other day. More details. Let me hear more about this snowmobile ride. It was very cold that night, so I rode it all the way to the foot of the bridge. I'm sorry, witness, but now I've got a problem with your testimony. Excuse me? Go on. That night, after Head Nun left the remainder of the training to you, you said she walked from Inner Temple back to her Sacred Temple. Yes, I'm fairly certain that's what the record indicates. Let's recall her comments on the subject. Maybe, but when I made it back to the Sacred Temple, it was there, by the main gate. There's no snowmobile, I mean. The snowmobile was in front of the main gate. This is one of those contradictions, wouldn't you say? Order, Mr. Connor. Why are you pointing out contradictions in witness testimony? Let's just say I like things to be neat and tidy, okay? Well, maybe. Since the beginning missed it. Yes, maybe she didn't see it. You think she missed it? Whatever. Even I don't think this is decisive enough to warrant any more time or effort. It's just... You better be careful in your testimony. That's all I wanted to say. A small little cookie like you shouldn't have any trouble understanding that. Yes, sir. Why would Korov want to give me a hint? So you transported the body by snowmobile all the way to the Hakura Temple courtyard. Yes, I thought that way Mr. Maya would never be suspected. That's what I thought anyway. Then... Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you? Yes, that's right. You probably thought first. Probably. Or like definitely. I see. So Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were one that murdered Miss Elise. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. It's my fault that this case has gotten so confusing. I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic is failing me. I was just trying to pin the murder on Maya. But why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of. So, by the way, 10 to 11, when did the bridge cause fire? Yeah. So it's possible, I suppose. I think it's like that when the body was brought back to the main temple, there was like... is there a picture of it? Most likely not. Anyway, there was like... because it was in different heights, the entrance and the backyard. So could have dropped there, I suppose. I wanna know about the other part of the trip. Tracks. If you really think tracks, Natsune. Presented this trial. Are distraction tried? Yes, I think they are. But I can only see one set of tracks. I don't see what's so strange about it. So... I can bother. When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against other evidence. Yana, I'd like the statement made to the testimony. Does it have anything to do with the case? Or will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record? This should be fun. You, let's get this no business cleared up, shall we? Yes, sir. Now I can show this one. Can I not show this one? Why? Why am I not allowed to show that? Also, snow had stopped. Ah. It's a wrong place. Oi vittu. You know what I'm on bad side? The murder took place now had already stopped. The lightning hit 10:45. Snow stopped at 10:50. There was no way going back from the mountain. I'm gonna put the confidence save here. Fuck this shit. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. Trial is so much more fun, but those things grind my gears. But I'm sorry, that just isn't possible. Well, this is the weather data from the night of the murder. Also, the crystal ball kinda also, you know, proves the same thing. It had blood on everything, but let's ignore that one. This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50. But you couldn't have crossed the Duska Bridge at that time. Why do you say that? Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, the Duska Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire. What did you say? The bridge? It was on fire? You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of the lightning strike that the bridge burned down. What? But it can't be. It can't be. It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth. You can't pull the fool over the eyes of real defense attorney. No. Order. Bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way you could have crossed the bridge, body or nobody. Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Okay. The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man. Me? How dare you! Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now. Squat. The important thing now is to find out the truth, isn't that right? Yes, of course, but whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not, there are two facts that can be disputed. First, the body of Elise was discovered in the Hasakura temple courtyard. Second, the head nun is the beginning. Witness Iris desecrating Elise's body. That's right. I'm not lying. What are you claiming this time? I wasn't myself at all that night. So memory is still somewhat hazy. You have stood at the witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling me us now that your memory of that night is hazy? I hate this much reading. It's only human to err. If you saw perfect right, maybe you can explain this for the court. What is it? When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick. Well, not exactly, no. I know. I think, maybe, not sure. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, it looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation. You see what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to show that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. Alright then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more. About what, Jana? You admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony. Yes. Will this be her final one? Moving the body. But that I'm walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross the burning bridge? There is. With the rope. So it was just a misunderstanding, I see. This is a photo of Dusk Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. Morning after the incident. There it is! It certainly was burned to the crisp, and one of the suspender wires even snapped. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. Today it would be impossible to carry the corpse across the bridge in this condition. Unless I do something to discredit it, it's going to be deemed as the truth. Maya will be accused of murder. Right, I'm only going to say it one more time. It is only human to err, and only humans can stop the errors of our ways. More sense he makes, the less sense he makes. Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place, I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like God said. The body did make it across somehow. But you seem to be quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure the snow had already stopped. Hapadasai, welcome to the stream. How are you today? It's Tuesday in it. I'm terribly sorry I was wrong. Does she really think apology is going to get her off the hook? It is no joke. You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law. Well, Mr. Frank, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was 1 week ago today? Well, actually it was You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it? But if it had been some kind of special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on my day of my elementary school graduation. Objection! When I graduated from Lukio, it was also raining. The more you know. No one wants to hear about your childhood drama strike. What? By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one statement, let's see the proof. So some evidence that this body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire. Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way to cross. Mr. Fry, don't you think that sounds a bit silly? The body crossing a burning bridge. Did anybody actually witness such a thing? Larry. If there was, I don't know. I don't think you call someone like that a witness. After all, the dream isn't the same as actually seeing something. Okay, the problem here is that I don't know. Oh fuck, I meant one more too much. It's the last sentence, I'm pretty sure. It was the correct one. Dead body flying over burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility. What? Ha. Just saying it's possible, don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's pulled from out of thin air. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Oh my god. Imagine just sipping a coffee saying like, yeah, it's impossible. We have a witness. Wait, who is this witness? It's Eddie's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Loris. Brilliant, highly gifted apprentice. Remember what he said in his testimony. That night he was at Mountain Shack Heavenly Hall, and that's when he witnessed the event. I think you all seen this sketch before. It's exact drawing of what he witnessed that night. Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Frey, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument. Uh-oh. That looks like he's about to blow a gasket. Huh. Well, right, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by 6 years old. Does this sketch prove anything? Yes. I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch? Upside down? Alright then, let's hear the defense theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? I don't think the old Whisker face is going to forgive any more mistakes. Alright Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. Contradiction? Evidence of nothing. What does it mean by contradiction? Because we know it used the fire. But does it mean that I have to press this one because it's upside down? Or this one? I'm just asking that we are safe with more headaches. Because you won't know what I'm trying to show here. Contradiction. Just in case I want more confidence. I don't trust this game. Something is obviously funny about the sketch. I'm not art critic, but even I can see that. No, that's not what I mean, Yona. Loris stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly what he saw. However, if we were to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. Contradicts reality? This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Okay, try it. So what exactly contradicts the reality? The flying part. This flying creature naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet. Or did I miss something? Mr. Fright. What answers us? That answer just now. What? Lethal? What? After tracking all the way, embarrassing? Oh yeah. Rethink things. Maybe. I've decided to rethink the whole thing. I don't know if, yeah. You're thinking why you became a lawyer, perhaps you like to think merely being born. No, I'm not going that far back. Yes, Joanna. What do I have to point? Cables maybe? This fire connected to the bridge. The wire? Huh. Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. And so was the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Here they are. That's both of the scripts, correct? Yes. Now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual task page, something... Chihochapat! What the fuck is Chihochapat? The wires are below the guard wires. That's one of my favorite points. I love it every time Korot is. Ore. The sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted. I don't know that word in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong? Or perhaps he just drew it wrong? Either way, it sounds like you're wrong. With someone like Loris, I admit a mistake is definitely a possibility. But then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason? Are you saying you know the answer to that? Listen. Think back, alright? Remember what Loris was doing when he witnessed this event? He was heavenly hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and finally he laid down. Then, lightning struck from the sky and set the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Lauri must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did. He was lying on his back. I can see how it relates. But it does, Yana. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Ah? Okay, no way. Lauris witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene he saw was actually upside down. So then, this sketch should actually... I think you finally get it, Yana. The correct way to view Lauris' sketch is like this. This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right, just like Pendulum. Of all things to say. Pendulum? The bridge was burning to the crisp. There's no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used burning bricks to get the body across the other side. And Pendulum was the only way to get it done. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Basket is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance with Pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead. Tiny slide can only happen in accident. Makes sense. Now then, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of them. What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there. If that's the case, right, please give us explanation. What makes you think? That one. And the meaning of this is, if you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard. Ah, this is one of the wires from the bridge. When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Eddie's body. Whee! Because there was simply no other way to move the body. Huh. Those are the parts that I still like about Korot. Otherwise I don't like him that much. Still drinking. What? It seems that the Korot is more focused on his coffee than answering my questions. It seems that the odds of rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it is not an impossibility after all. Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? That's right. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. That one. I hope I pressed the right one. Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's on the one that was in front of the temple. So then, that was the spot where the criminal... Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, the foot dropped on the opposite bank at approximately this point. Did you say drop? Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank. What makes you think something like that happened? Because I have evidence that suggests that Toto, her body was dropped from some distance. What kind of evidence? It's the autopsy report! That was the 10 meter... Oh my god. Take a look at this. It says here, body fell about 10 feet after her death. 10 feet, huh? That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. Then, as a result of landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose. That's... Yes, it was bloodstained amethyst crystal. It was the one that came off Miss Ellie's stuff. Even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found. Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. Crystal was found precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed. This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Friend. You have provided us with the way the body could have been moved at night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Fright. Most impressive. I was wondering what was that sound in the background. I thought this code copy might help you go down. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Carrot? That was dark and bitter guess that you made, right? But you forgot about one thing. And what would that be? The aroma. Huh? The coffee's more reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the code doesn't speak Finnish. Can you elaborate a bit further? The criminal had sent the body to other side, like you say. Then naturally, there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch it. Accomplice? The criminal wasn't able to cross the bridge. So, who collected the body? Iris. What do you have to say to that? Mr. Carrot is correct. This can't be work of single person. Hey, Mr. Fright, you know what you must do. That accomplice. Confidence. I like my confidence. It can only be you, just Iris. Huh? Huh? But I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusk Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it. Right. Were you even listening to witness testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in a temple garden after the mother-daughter got bad. I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Carrot? This witness was also seen at the Sakura temple, desecrating the corpse of victim. Strange indeed. It's almost as if on that night the defendant was in two different places at the same time. Mr. Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony? Mention what? The pendulum, of course. Using this gets thrown by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using Burnout Bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known. No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about Pendulum. But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with. Well, how can you say that, Mr. Fright? But what kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hasakura Temple?
Objection!
Are you serious? Try. You mean this woman is... There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. I get it. Now I know why you've been sick to my stomach this whole trial. I heard how demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this matter on Maya. The woman that's standing here at the witness stand. Laria. Why does this feel wrong though? I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Heartthorn. Heartthorn? Sister Iris had a twin sister, and you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Heartthorn. That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless. It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all relevant data about Dahlia Heartthorn. Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago. My name is Dahlia Heartthorn. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be in your noble presence. Honor is all mine. No, honor is all mine. But, according to this, Dahlia Heartthorn is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month. So what? That has no meaning in this courtroom. What? Ore. Wait a moment. How can you... My sister, she's already dead. What kind of... You of all people should already understand after all. The blood of master of Kurain Chain technique flows within that body. Kurain Chain technique? Had I ever heard that? That's right, you're not Dahlia Heartthorn himself. Your spirit of Dahlia currently inhabiting the body of spirit medium. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Heartthorn just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to the temple where her twin sister Iris was? Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes. You're supposed to believe the coincidence like that just happens? Actually, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of plan from very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions. What's that? These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay, and part of the plan called for Dahlia Heartthorn to be channeled that night. There were 2 irises at Hasakura Temple. 2 of them. Even the time of channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear lights out bell, in other words 10 PM. However, Iris was seen before dinner time. That means the Iris that was at the dinner was real Iris. An Iris who gave me this food in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris is the bikini saw in the temple was someone who dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Heartthrob. Do you even know what you're saying, Try? The whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Heartthrob business. Yes, it's true that you found plans to talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? Because I started to think it's weird. If there's 2 irises, then like if Iris was at 2 places at the same time, that means Iris cannot be the one channeling Dahlia. Because if Iris is channeling Dahlia, then there's only one Iris. You know? That's what I need. Like, it has to be 2, so it has to be someone else. I just can't channel. Don't remember was it like that. But she's daughter of the... Anyway, calm down, remember what you know about Night of the Crime. Iris is Faye. No, didn't we go through this again? Iris is twin sister of Dahlia. Dahlia and Iris are big sisters of Belle. And Pearl's mother is Maya's mom. Yeah, they are not daughters of Misty, they are daughters of Misty's sister. And as we know, Pearl can... Pearl can do that. If they're not gifted with it, then it's okay, but it stands that they are Fae. They are personate sons. I can accept that one, that I don't remember that part, but they are Fae. And they should have the blood to do it. It's just if they don't know how to do it, then they don't know how to do it. The meetings is bikini, I had thrown. would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. It was later that the body was moved by the pendulum. That's right. But, Beaver, remember what was said earlier, and this one I remember. You cannot channel the spirit in two conditions. One, that you don't have spiritual power. Two, it's already channeled by someone else. And a turn that would mean I just had that the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yes. Like, this is my theory, and this is... But only other person who is available after this point is Maya. If Iris is... Because if Iris has to be in two positions, and okay, if Iris cannot even channel, then it only leaves Maya. But I don't understand why Maya would channel the spirit of Dahlia. That one I don't get it. Well, let's... like... Yeah, but, I mean... Maya has special ability to get into trouble, okay? What is this third time that we try to save her? If that's the case. After being notified of what happened, the police came to the Sakura main hall. They found Iris in her room and arrested her. Ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. Phew, thank goodness. This little guy is finally convinced. Oh, she was blushing, but something still seems off way off. I'm still not convinced that the Iris here is the same one from other night. Huh, I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. Like that the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switch places. Switch places? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witnessing identity, we can't... Oh my god, I feel like I have to save. Then we can continue the trial. Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Okay, here it is. Which means they must have switched places somewhere. Since the time she was arrested at the Sakura temple, there was one, the earthquake. Yorano. There might have been one chance. Explain yourself. Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris' whereabouts were unknown. Unknown? What do you mean? What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely unsupervised. Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move free like that. The person who gave Iris chance to move freely was... Edgy boy! Edgy boy, where are you, edgy boy? This edgy boy, isn't it? Jorana. There was very large earthquake yesterday, was there not? An earthquake? It's only weakness, yeah. Earthquake, oh my goodness. In a temple, this kind of tremor might... How could I have? She fled. She escaped. We went to inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hatron. That's quite enough already. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of be quiet. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge. Hi, Dahlia. That voice. Guess I have to ask again. Upon meeting beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. Dahlia Hatron, and my current profession, permanently retired. Huh. So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh? Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me. What is going on here? Dahlia Hatron. I never thought we'd meet again. I never thought we'd meet like this. Wait, actually, let me actually check just the one thing. Sad. Never thought we'd meet again. I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time I'll end it. For her and for myself. To be continued. We are ending or nearing an end to this case. Feels like one more episode of Ace Attorney. Unless there's like a secret episode again after this. Like in other games there have been like the main story and then one more extra one, but yeah, next week we shall end this trial at least. Maybe the game, I don't know. Depends if there is another episode. Also, Beaver, I looked at the Hogwarts thing, And just talking about it when you asked that. It looks interesting. Not sure if it's like interesting game to stream. Also, keep in mind that not sure how much my PC likes the streaming part of it, as you know we have had some issues. But it looks interesting, so I would be down to play it. It looked interesting enough to give it a try. Yes, but again I don't know if my PC can handle it. Well, my PC can handle playing it, that's for sure, but can it handle streaming it? That's the issue. Oh Pepe, will you stream it? But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. This game is fun, but like I have said many times, it's too much reading, my voice cannot take it. But, yeah. Next stream is on Friday. We shall see what happens on Friday. Also, now I wanna check if there is anyone to raid. Most likely not, but I always forget to check it these days and... Oh yeah, I was supposed to ask MC about that. Yeah. Might be next stream on Thursday then. I have to ask MC. But yeah. As always, have an awesome evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is that you play. Stay awesome, stay safe, stay hydrated, you know the deal, and we shall see you again next time. It shall be next time. So, thank you for watching, stay safe and stay awesome, and bye bye! Bye bye! Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, Iki, and all that jazz. Yeah! And now I still haven't fixed the file on emote, so don't even try.